All right, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the Everglades, more specifically Tamiami Trail. That is the body of water behind me that we are going to be fishing today. Tamiami Trail is right behind you. That's why you can hear all these cars going by every couple minutes. Right now, as I'm recording this, it is like early June, maybe like mid-June. I think today is June 9th or something like that. This spot is really good in like the late spring, like April and May, before the big rains start, just because during the dry season in the winter, water levels drop and all the bigger fish get stuck in these bigger, deeper canals. As the rainy season starts here in the summer, the water levels rise and the fish kind of disperse all over the Everglades, and they kind of leave, that was a fly, and they kind of leave these deeper canals. So the rainy season did start. It rained fairly heavily over the last 2 weeks or so, but water levels are still fairly low, so I think there should still be a lot of fishing here. So enough rambling, let's get started and let's see what we can catch. Alrighty, so here's a better look at the canal that we are going to be fishing. If we look up here, all of this like sand and rock that's right here, all of this will be underwater within the next couple months as it rains more and more. So yeah, right now water levels are still fairly low. We're going to be going with the, what is this thing called? The Z-Man larvas, I think. It's a little bug larva imitation type thing. It's on a 1/32 ounce jig head. It worked fairly well for me when I was here, I don't know, 6 weeks ago, I think is the last time I fished here. So we'll just flip it around there, let it sink down toward the bottom, twitch it, jig it, and reel it back in. And let's hope we can get into some fish, either some sort of sunfish or some sort of cichlids would be great. Oh, is it a sunfish? No, it's a fairly small little mine cichlid. Thought it was a sunfish because it didn't fight that well, but it is a mine cichlid. Alright, so this guy hit toward the bottom on the drop. I don't even think I started reeling in it. I was still waiting for my lure to get toward the bottom before I started reeling it in, and this guy hit. So these guys are very common here. They do get fairly bigger than this. This is, I mean, I think you can consider this thing an adult, but it's not that big of an adult. He is hooked well. There we go. Let's get him back. And I think that was maybe our 5th cast or so when we got our first fish. So hopefully that's a good sign of things to come. There we go. Another mine cichlid, I would guess. Get him on in here. He's wrapped up in all this junk. I hate when they do this. It is a mine cichlid. Let's flip him on up here. Alrighty, mine cichlid number 2 of the day. When I was fishing here about, like I said, I think it was 6 weeks ago the last time I was here, I was very pleasantly surprised with how few mine cichlids we got compared to how many warmouth sunfish we got. I'm hoping for more of the same today. Maybe not, if it's just not warmouths, maybe it's some other natives like spotted sunfish, bluegill, red ear sunfish, those Florida largemouth bass. Those would all be great. How is this guy hooked? There we go. This is a smaller one as well. Nope, he's fighting a little bit now. And it's another mine cichlid. Let's get this thing up here. Alrighty, mine cichlid number 3. So far, all three have not really fought very well. This might be the biggest of the bunch, but still didn't fight as well as these guys are capable of fighting. Let's get him back on in there. The little lure is producing bites. The jig head's all beat up, but the lure's still looking good. I love how durable these little things are. So let's keep going, see what else we can catch out of here. Hopefully we can run into something native. Got him. That's another Mayan. Another Mayan. About the same size as all the others. Alrighty, fourth Mayan cichlid of the day. Smaller than the last, but about the same size as I think the first two that we caught. I did get a couple smaller bites over the last several minutes, but couldn't hook up with them. These Mayan cichlids, even though this one's not huge, ow, it's got a fairly good sized mouth on him, and these spines are sharp. So yeah, let's get the hook out, let's get him back. Oop, got him. What is that? Is that another Mayan? Yes, it is. Alrighty, so I think this is now Mayan cichlid number 5. Might also be the smallest of the day. The wind really picked up. We got a thunderstorm in the distance, even though it is bright and sunny where we're standing now. Did hear some thunder and see some lightning. Anyway, let's get this guy back. Action today is not as good as it was when I was here 6 weeks ago, which I was expecting, but I was also hoping that it would still be a little bit better than it is today. So far we just got 5 Mayan cichlids and nothing else to show for it. But let's keep going. Let's hope that thunderstorm stays away, and let's see what else we can catch. Got him. Little guy. Might be our smallest Mayan cichlid of the day. Alright, so this is a feisty little one. Why is it that the smaller fish are always so feisty? The big fish are just like, alright, you got me. Whereas the little fish just keep fighting and flopping around. And this guy swallowed the hook. I'm going to have to get the pliers out to get that out. But hey, it's another Mayan cichlid. I think it's our 6th of the session. But then again, it's just a Mayan cichlid, not anything cooler. Got him. That's a bigger one, but that's still a Mayan. Don't let him get in the lily pads. There we go. Let's flip this guy on up here. Might be the biggest Mayan of the day, but it is just another Mayan. Alright, busted up the lip grippers because I'm tired of handling these guys and getting spined by them. They're really, really feisty. Giant mouth on this one, even though he's not as big as I thought he was when I first caught him. But yeah, let's get him back. That thunderstorm is still out there in the distance. Hopefully it stays away. Let's keep fishing. I'll try to catch something here besides a Mayan cichlid. Got him. Another little Mayan. All right, is this number 8? I think we are on Mayan cichlid number 8, and this is a small one. Engulf the lure. Probably gonna need the pliers for that, but think we're gonna call it a session here. As you can see, it's sunny, but it's actually raining fairly heavily. So that's South Florida in the summertime for you. But yeah, let's get this thing back and let's wrap it up. All right, guys, so that's gonna do it. It is still sunny, it is still raining. That is South Florida for you in the summertime. Fished for about an hour. I think we got 8 Mayan cichlids, which is fairly average. Could have been better, but it also could have been a whole lot worse. I think it's just a little bit too late in the year for the fishing here to be like truly great. It's still gonna be good for, I think, a few more weeks, but as it rains more and more and the water levels go up and up and the fish kind of disperse, it's gonna keep getting worse and worse. So it was way better here 6 weeks ago. Check out those videos if you wanna see some really good action from this spot. But yeah, not a bad day with the Z-Man larvas, I think it is. Wasn't a big fan of this lure the first time I fished it, but I fished it pretty heavily now over the last couple months, and it's grown on me. Produces really well. There are some short strikes from the fish kind of biting the tail here and not getting their mouth around the hook, but that'll happen with like almost any lure, and it's super durable. Like I said, same soft plastic caught me all these fish today, and actually I used the same soft plastic in at least one previous video. So I don't know how many fish this caught me, but I got my money's worth out of it. Anyway, hope you guys liked it, and I will see you guys next time.